What's going on, everyone? Taking a little cold afternoon ride on the MT-07. As you can see, it's fairly cold out. Hoping this lens don't get all foggy on the GoPro. Probably going to be a super short ride around neighborhoods because, well, it's cold. It says 43 on my temperature, but I don't know if you live in the cold weather, but trees don't get ice on them like that in a 43. I'll be taking it really easy because there's been some ice fog, and I don't want to dump this thing. Haven't rode this in a little bit because I had a flat, and I bought a paddock stand, a rear stand, because it's like, oh, I'll take my wheel off, get them to patch it, that way I save a little money. I cannot find a tire shop that'll patch my tire, and they're not cheap. So I was like, well, guess I'm gonna plug it and just see how it does, even though I know it's not recommended. But I don't know about spending $250, $300 every time I get a little drywall screws. A bit crazy. But I don't know, this thing's been making a weird sound all of a sudden. I haven't rode it in a little bit, so I don't know if it's part of that clutch recall I heard. But when I went to take off and let out the clutch a little, it made this weird murr type sound. I don't know. Then I did it just slightly again. I noticed it's always had a problem upshifting to second when it's cold. Once it warms up, that goes away. So I don't know if that's part of that clutch issue too. So I haven't got any recall notice yet, so I guess we'll just see how that goes. But like I said, it's going to be a super low speed cruise around some neighborhoods because it is cold out, and there might be a little ice mist on the ground, but you're doing that to these trees. But I don't know, just nice to ride, even though I'm very cold. One of these days I'll get all that nice heated gear that I see everyone have, or heated grips, or I don't know, maybe non-summer gloves. Been working outdoor anyway, so I've been outside all day anyway, below freezing. Of course, that's not riding. Nice and easy neighborhoods though, just to have a little fun. Plus I just plug this tire, I want to make sure it's holding there. Yeah, that tire plug kit, I'm not the biggest fan of. That reamer's a little cheap. I prefer the file style reamers. I'll tell you what, I don't like the cold, and I don't plan on retiring up here, but it is pretty when the trees get like this. Okay, easy on the brakes. Turning to this neighborhood. So I know it's pretty slick out, and these tires are ice cold. Well, probably colder than ice, just regular ice, I guess. Said because I know it says 34, but everything's been saying it's about 28 right now. So I guess since the last time I talked to you, the world has gotten crazier. I think that seems to be a consistent trend with the world these days. People getting you know, taken out in CEOs, and you know, tons of political stuff, of course. I always think it's hilarious though you know, regardless of what side of the political spectrum you're on. Like, say, with some of these nominations for cabinet positions, where all of a sudden someone gets nominated and then you read the comments and it's either like, oh, that guy's evil, or oh, that guy's so great. And honestly, for me, it's always like, who is that? I never even heard of that. How does everyone know who this person is? I have no idea who that is. But I guess I should watch the news, but I'm not going to do that. Giving up watching the news consistently was probably, for stress levels, one of the best things I ever did. I highly recommend. I mean, I'm not saying you shouldn't filter some of your intake of the world, important, but doom scrolling or just putting on a mainstream news channel that's just gonna, I don't care which side you're going on, that's just gonna feed you fear and into the world, and our side's great and your side's horrible. I think it's just a mistake. I don't think anything good comes of it. It's going to be real tough to make content soon. Not quite sure what I'm going to do about that, because like right now it's bad enough, but sometimes it gets all icy here and we'll get those that ice that just doesn't seem to go away. Get big old ice ruts. Pretty sure I won't be riding once the roads get covered in ice. I don't even like driving. My truck's two-wheel drive. It's a death trap as it is. I do have a Jeep, but my wife drives that mostly, unless they get snow days. But yeah, my truck's a single cab, short bed, two-wheel drive Ram with street tires and a Hemi. So it does not do well in the snow and ice. It is like a getting stuck-o-matic, but it's paid off. Highly neglected with maintenance. Oh, that might be ice. Let's dodge that. Let's go straight. Yep, I don't think there'll be any practicing wheelies or acceleration tests today. Seen a comment saying they like my videos as just the average Joe riding, and that's good. That's all I got. Not really good at anything else. Maybe one of these days I'll be, you know, track rider, dragon knee, or, you know, canyon chaser type stunt rider. But right now, you guys are just along for the ride. I'm just gonna putt around, try to get a couple minutes, get some heat in my bike. I'm just happy to be riding it. Last time I had to ride the Eliminator, and I mean, it's fine, but if you're giving me the option to ride between my wife's Eliminator and my MT-07, it's gonna be the MT-07 all day. So, anything else going on in the world? All kinds of craziness, right? Oh man, people just need to chill out. It's like with that CEO. I don't know anything about that guy. Probably shouldn't even talk about it. But everyone seems to know everything about everyone instantly when anything happens, that they can throw their 2 cents in, and I don't know who any of these people are. I have no idea, other than just basic people. Maybe I just spend too much time on my own stuff, having a little fun, going for a little ride. I don't want to deal with the world's problems. Not only that, if you got me trying to solve the world's problems, the world's in trouble. I can't even solve my own problems. Go back and forth on forums reading whether or not I should plug my back tire on this. I mean, I've plugged tons of tires on four-wheel vehicles and that never had any issues, but you have people like, oh, it's fine, it doesn't even matter, and have people like, you're instantly not going to make it. You're just, you know, write your will, make sure you have life insurance. It's over for you. And it is over for you. Well, let's see. This winter's going to be a little challenging to try to grow this channel. I'm going to have to figure some stuff out. Like I said, I'd like to do a... Oh, that's one thing I was thinking. So, I think I'm going to dual sport my dirt bike. It's mostly dual sported. It was when I got it, but I didn't have a license then, so I'm assuming I'm going to just buy new lights, and I'll probably keep the tires on it for now. I'll be fine. I ain't going to be taking it on the highway. But I got to get new turn signals and a mirror, and then a new plate mounting kit, because it didn't have the plate mounted how I bracket on there. I already have a plate. I just need to renew my registration and insure it, but I think I'm going to do that. I need a backup bike. That way I'm not just using my wife's bike when mine gets a flat or one of them gets a flat. Plus, I kind of want to do a little exploring out where I ride dirt bikes, but be able to get on the road a bit. So I think I'm going to do that. Maybe I'll do that. That could be a video maybe I can do this winter, getting it all dual sport ready. I'm thinking about getting a CRF 300L for my wife, because right now she has a CRF 250F as her dirt bike, but she don't go super hard, and then I could give that to my daughter, upgrade her dirt bike to that one, and then my wife can get the L, which would be plenty dirt bike for her, but dual sport also, and then I'll dual sport my dirt bike so we can, and my wife can do little dual sport rides here and there. Yeah, it is cold. I feel this tire feels cold. I aired it up when I checked the air when I left, but I think this road's so cold it might be dropping a little pressure on me, so I think I'm about to call it a video before something happens. Maybe I'll keep filming the whole way home, just so, you know, in case something dumb happens, I can at least have my wife post it, say that was his last video. No, I'm joking. Obviously, I prefer to be as safe as possible. I mean, I like having fun, but unnecessary risks are silly. Well, anyways, just throw a little video out for everyone. Check in. Maybe, I think it's going to warm up a little this weekend. Hopefully I'll get a little better ride in. So, if you would, you know, like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff. But, anyways, ride safe.